Hey guys, it's me Ella. Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about all of the fall fashion trends that I am loving right now. So this is going to be a list of my personal favorites for my own personal style and just things that are interesting to me and exciting, not a complete list of everything that is trending this fall. I thought I would do a little bit of my own take on fall fashion trends. I have compiled a list of a bunch of different trends and new styles that I'm loving, and of course I'm going to be showing pictures for everything. So let's just jump right into it. Okay, so the first trend that I am loving is this whole sporty girl aesthetic. I've been following this trend for a little while. I feel like it's first started gaining popularity in the spring and summer, but now it is definitely more mainstream, and it features things like oversized soccer jerseys and sports zip-ups and Adidas, but then it is styled with a super feminine piece like a long maxi skirt, a little ruffly mini skirt, and ribbons and bows and all of that. And while I was looking up some trends for this video, I realized that this aesthetic that I'm describing actually has a name, and I guess it has been deemed the bloquette core or bloquette. I'm not sure because it's originated from a British slang term, bloke, which is like a guy. And so there was an aesthetic, bloke core, that had all of the soccer jerseys and stuff, but then once it got all hyper feminized, it turned into bloquette to sort of mash it up with the coquette style. The thing that I love so much about this trend is how it mixes hyper masculine and hyper feminine pieces together so well, and you really think it wouldn't make sense, but something about it is just so aesthetically pleasing to me. And it's also very European, very British as well, especially with all the Adidas and soccer stuff, which is not very popular here in America. Once that trend started to gain popularity, I feel like I've seen Adidas everywhere now. I think one of the greatest examples of this trend is the Adidas Sambas with ribbon laces trend, which is definitely something I want to participate in. The next trend that I'm going to talk about is another one that's not brand new, but it's definitely been gaining popularity, and I think it is at its peak right now, and that is ribbons and bows everywhere. I feel like this trend started when ballet core first appeared, and then ballet core sort of fell off, but the ribbons and bows have just kept on going. I feel like they align with a lot of aesthetics and are just the easiest accessory to add to any outfit. I especially love seeing it as a hair accessory or like a clothing detail. A great example of this is the Sandy Liang Bagu bag collaboration, where it's essentially just a regular Bagu bag with some bows on the end. I feel like we can sort of attribute this trend to Sandy Liang and her designs. They feature so many bows, and I just think it is so girly and fun, and it really is the easiest accessory. You can buy like a spool of ribbon for $1 at any store and add it anywhere on your outfit, and it automatically elevates it to a whole new level. The next trend that I am loving is neck accessories. This includes like some chokers. I've seen people tie literally just a ribbon around their neck with a little bow, and that is the cutest. Also those big flower applique chokers, and also some like skinny scarves around the neck. I think that is very popular and perfect for fall. And I've also been seeing people styling just normal neckties, but instead of tying them up, they just swing them around their neck like a little skinny scarf. And I feel like accessorizing the neck is so fun and very playful, very easy to do as well, and you can do it in so many different ways, so you can make it fit any aesthetic. And just overall, I feel like people are really playing and experimenting with accessories right now. The next trend that I am loving are vests, which I guess isn't really a trend, it's a whole item of clothing, but I feel like they're definitely more popular now than they have been in the past. And I think ever since sweater vests became cool, it's sort of opened a pathway to wearing vests. My personal favorite is a good denim vest, but there's also leather vest, suede, sweater vest, knitted vests, so many choices. So you can really make it fit your personal style. You can wear them oversized, or you can get like a cropped fitted vest. I know those like suit jacket vests are pretty cute as well. The next trend that I am loving is the sheer clothing trend. So my favorite way that this is executed is with lace, but I also see a ton of mesh clothing and just like a sheer knit as well. But my favorite is lace. I think it's so beautiful, and you can definitely either just wear it see-through, or you can layer it underneath or over top of other outfits as well. And this whole like sheer clothing phenomenon has really been displayed on runways. I feel like every runway show collection that I see, everything is always see-through. I don't know if there's like a whole reason or like fancy like explanation for this, just something that I've noticed, and I've been seeing it in like mainstream shops as well. One thing that I would like to see is it styled a bit more casually. I feel like the sheer clothing is always done up for sort of a night out. I would like to see some people playing with it for a more casual day-to-day look, because I think there are some pretty fun opportunities there. The next clothing trend that I'm loving is asymmetry, and I feel like I am seeing it everywhere in tops, dresses, skirts. So this asymmetrical trend can be seen in many different ways. So starting with tops, off the shoulder is probably the hottest trend right now. I feel like all shirts that I'm seeing are off the shoulder, or at least off of one shoulder, especially just the most casual trend of cutting the neck off your sweatshirt and letting it drape off of one shoulder. Right there is an example of asymmetry, but it can also be seen in different ways that the top is configured to be like maybe one shoulder here and then off here. Also in skirts with asymmetrical hemlines, or more like choppy, flowy all over the place. Again, asymmetrical clothing I feel like is a very broad trend, so you can do it in many different ways. And this is another trend that we have been seeing on the runway all over the place and for a while now. And the final trend that I'm loving right now is more of an overall style than a specific trend. And as far as I know, there is not really like an aesthetic name for it. So I'm going for a little like prairie girl chic kind of moment. That's my own made up name for it, but I honestly don't know what to call it. So it incorporates a lot of the things that we've been talking about in this video, but it's definitely very like puff sleeves, big collars, ruffles, like slip skirts, a lot of vintage inspiration. I'm just gonna throw up a ton of pictures on the screen to try and get my point across. But here in this one outfit, she's wearing like a ruffly skirt looking thing with a big baggy t-shirt on top and some boots. And then in here she's got like a vintagey looking button up top with just some jean shorts and rain boots. Definitely if you shop at Urban Outfitters, you would notice this trend, because a lot of the clothing they've been selling recently is kind of leaning towards this. Here's this TikTok I saw that definitely displays this style to a T. One YouTuber that I love to watch, Caroline Tucker, sort of did her own spin on this sort of style and calls it colonial heartlet. And you basically take like old vintage clothing and then wear it in a little bit more of a scandalous modern way. So instead of just wearing a vintage piece like you're from that time period, you sort of modernize it. And I feel like that's similar to what this style is like. So that's definitely the style that I've been loving right now and have been most inspired by. but definitely let me know what you would call it or describe it, because I'm really just lacking for words there. And then I know I said this is the last trend, but I just quickly want to talk about shoes that I'm loving. I'm not the biggest shoe person, but I have been seeing a lot of fun footwear recently. So obviously Adidas Sambas are so trendy, but I've also been seeing like the Gazelles and all these other Adidas shoes. So literally if you wear any Adidas shoe, you will look cool and trendy. And then also just like the ugly sneaker trend. So like the Adidas, but a little bit more colorful and a little bit more weird. I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce this, but it's like the Onitsa tiger shoes. They're similar to the Adidas. I've been seeing even some like Asics shoes. Just like any ugly track sneaker with lots of colors, I feel like is pretty trendy. And then for boots are always trending for fall, but this specific style of like the motorcycle boots with the big buckles and hardware on it is very trendy. And then of course cowboy boots are still trendy as well, especially just styled like with a skirt or with a casual outfit. I think is super fun. But that is all of the trends that I have to talk about today. I'm sorry if it was a little jumbled or rambly all over the place, but I hope this video made sense. It was so much fun for me to research these trends and sort of share aspects of my personal style and things that I am loving right now with you guys. Let me know down in the comments what some of your favorite fall fashion trends are, and I'd love to discuss. Of course, like this video if you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe down below to see some more videos from me, maybe styling fall trends, thrifting, all of those fun things, so you definitely don't want to miss it. But that's all that I have for today, and I'll see you in another video. Bye!